In this video, we are going to go over the domain and range. The domain is the set of all x values that satisfy your function, and it is the independent variable. So the set of all x values, domain, set of all the input values, x values. So if you look at this graph, you have this is a domain and this is the range. A function is not valid if a single x creates more than one y value. However, more than one x can create the same y value. So a domain is a set of all x values. Range is the set of all y values that satisfy a function. It is the dependent variable. So easy way to remember, D comes before R in alphabet, just like X comes before Y. So this is the domain, this is the range. All the X values is the domain, all the Y values is the range. So here you have X1, X2, X3, X4, domain, Y1, Y2, Y3 is the range. Okay, so what is the domain? Domain is all the x values. So 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, or if you want to write it from the smallest number to the largest number, your domain will be 0, 1, 2, 3. And what is the range? Your range R is, I will write from the smallest numbers, -7, 5, and 8. And sometimes they might write it this way. You might see x bar, x equals 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. For range, you might see all the y values such that y equals -7, 5, and 8. So I'm just telling you, you might see this set builder notation for domain and range. Okay, next we check whether ordered pairs are solutions to equations. Are they in domain or range? So you have to know when you have ordered pair, x comes first and then y is the second number. So 5 is x, 4 is y. So you can plug 5 into x and 4 into y. So it will be 2 times 5 plus 3 times 4 equals 22, and you have to check whether it's true or not. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 3 times 4 is 12 equals 22. 10 plus 12 is 22. Is this true? It is true. So your answer is yes. The ordered pair 5, 4 is the solution to this equation. Okay, so same thing, 2 is x, 6 is y. Let's plug them. So y is 6, 6 equals 2 times x is 2, minus 7, 6 times 2 is 12, minus 7, 12 minus 7 is 5. So they are not the same. This is first. So that point is not a solution. So it is no. So let's continue. The first number is x, second number is y. So y is 31 equals 9 plus 2 times 9 plus 4. 31 equals 9 plus 2 times 9 is 18 plus 4. 31 equals 9 plus 27, 18 is 27 plus 4. So 27 plus 4 is 31. It is true. Answer is yes. It is a solution. Let's plug a 6 into x, plug 4 into y. So 1/2. 6 plus 4 equals 20. 6 plus 4 is 10. 1/2 times 10 equals 20. 1/2 times 10 is 5 equals 20. They are not the same. The answer is no. given the domain 1 to 3, what is the range for y equals 5x minus 1? So these are x values, so plug 1 into x, and plug 2 into x, plug 3 into x. So y equals 5 times 1 minus 1, which is 5 minus 1, 4. And then let's do 5 times 2 minus 1, it's 10, minus 1, 9. And 5 times 3 minus 1, 15 minus 1, which is 14. And how do you write it? You have to write them all together. Okay, given the domain, what is the range for y equals 3x plus 2? So plug negative 2 into x. It will be negative 6 plus 2, negative 4. How do you write in ordered pair? Negative 2, comma, negative 4. Okay, 3 times negative 1 plus 2. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. How do you write in ordered pair? This is x, this is y. Negative 1, comma, negative 1. Plug 0 into x. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. So it is 0, comma 2. And then 3 times 1 plus 2. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. So it's 1, comma 5. So when x is negative 2, y is negative 4. When x is negative 1, y is negative 1. When x is 0, y is 2. When x is 1, y is 5. So this is the graph. Okay, which are the values of the function y equals negative 5x plus 7 when the domain is negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1? Again, these are x values. You have to plug them here. Plug into x, so negative 5 times negative 2 plus 7. Negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10 plus 7, which is 17. Let's plug negative 1 into x. Negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5 plus 7 is 12. Negative 5 times 0 plus 7. Negative 5 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 7 is 7. And then negative 5 times 1 plus 7 is negative 5 times 1 is negative 5 plus 7 is 2. So if you look at the answer choice, you should have 2, 7, 12, 17. Your answer is D. Given the range, what is the domain for y equals x minus 20? So on your handout, you have 0, 5, 10, right? So you have to be very careful. Number 7, it said given the domain. Now it's given the range. That means these are y values. These are not x values. These are y values. So let's plug them into y. You have to plug them into y. So 0 equals x minus 20. And then you have to add 20 on each side. And x equals 0 plus 20 is 20. Let's plug 5 into y. So 5 equals x minus 20. Add 20 on each side. X equals 25. And then plug 10 into y. So 10 equals x minus 20. Add 20 on each side. X equals 30. And I want you to write your answer inside the curly bracket. So your domain is 20, 25, and 30. Okay, number 9. Which of the following tables contains elements of an x, y relationship? Which table contains 4 points that cannot lie on the graph of a function of x? Remember, to be a function, x cannot repeat. If x value or input repeats, it's not a function. So let's look at x values. You have 0, 2, 3, 4. No x repeats, right? Next one, negative 1, negative 2, 3, 4. No x repeats. Now let's look at G, 1, 2, 3, 2. So here you have 2 and 2 x repeats. So this is not a function. So it's not a function. J, 0, 1, 5, 6. You don't have any same number. It's not repeating. No x repeats. It's a function. The answer is G. The elements of a function of x are negative 4, 1, negative 2, 0, and 8, negative 1. What is the range of the function? Range is the second number, xy, xy, xy. So 1, 0, negative 1. These are the values for the range. So it has to be G, negative 1, 0, 1. Which graph represents a function of x? Do the vertical line test. If you draw a vertical line here, it's twice. Let me use a different color. And if you draw a vertical line, it hits the graph only once, right? No matter where you put a vertical line, it hits the graph only once. First, see if you draw a vertical line, it hits the graph twice. And D, if you draw a vertical line, hits the graph twice. So these are not the functions. So the answer has to be B. B is the correct answer. A, C, D, they cannot be a function because when you do the vertical line test, it hits the graph twice.